Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Taj and I'm a paycheck budgeter documenting my financial journey here on YouTube. If you are returning, welcome back, beautiful budgeter. In today's video, I'm going to be kind of going over what I actually budgeted and then my actuals. So if you are interested in seeing how I am budgeting this week's paycheck, then stick around and keep on watching.
Get out the way, who got a watch, who got the time, I'm raising the clock. Even in my feelings, grind don't stop. Got big dreams, want big rocks. I got plans, you got...
All right, welcome back. So in today's video, we're going to be doing some actuals. So I'm gonna just kind of briefly go over what I actually did as far as budget wise. So I didn't really too much budget. I basically just wrote down what I knew was needing some attention this week, what needed to be paid or what was due. That's really what I did. I didn't like budget. I just basically wrote down what I knew was going to be due or needing to be paid this week. And then I wasn't even 100% sure on the amounts that were due because some things are actually going to be changes. So let's just go ahead and jump right on into the video. So as far as the paycheck amount goes, it actually came in at $18.50. So we were $10 under. All right, and then so budgeting, I budgeted $10.60, and I'm gonna keep it $10.60, but the extra income amount was $1,053.47. But in the bill account I did have a buffer, so I just kept it at $10.60. So that's basically what I did. So $18.50 plus the $10.60 is $19.56. That's not right. $18.50 plus $10.60 is $29.10. So that's what we working with. All right. So y'all know when I work with two different incomes, they're coming out of two separate accounts and going into a bill account. So when those weeks that I have two incomes coming through, I do my little highlight method because I paid certain things out of each one. So extra income is going to be the pink color, and then paycheck amount is going to be yellow. All right, so we always go ahead and do the $700 for mortgage. I got with Ron about the elastic. So instead of $250, is actually $146.67. And then I break up my truck note, so $240.52, and then runs Amazon that $175, and then Firestone is actually $54. So this is me going back in and correcting the actual numbers because I did this to kind of give myself a kind of a roundabout figure. But I wasn't 100% sure of a lot of these numbers. So I actually went in once I saw, what I was going to be able to allocate toward bills, and then went and kind of finalized what I was going to be paying. So Progressive, my insurance, actually car insurance went up. I have 4 vehicles on my insurance. If you are not new to my channel, you know that sometimes because my dad has one of the vehicles that's on my insurance, sometimes he'll just pay or go half with me or whatever. So I don't usually depend on it. But when he do, and I don't really ask. So if he don't, he don't. So I break that up because it's like $600 and something. So I budgeted for $314.40, but he did end up giving me $250. So $314.40 minus $250. So I still need to make that, have that half payment in there, $64.40. And then LCP is $65.50. And then Vivint. So Vivint, it used to always be $54, but because I added that little $10 insurance thing, so that if I need a technician to come out, girl, I ain't gotta pay out of pocket. So that's $63.13. Once I pay the equipment off, y'all, I'm gonna get rid of Vivint, and I'm gonna just get me a Ring camera. Or get me some cameras off of Amazon. My best friend got cameras all around her damn house, and she don't pay no monthly bill. Girl. So I'm gonna be and got rid of Vivint and Fortiva. Okay. So I also needed to add Elastic, which is my line of credit, because I did forget about that. But that comes out of my business account. So, but that comes out a totally different account that I talked about this account before, that I said I was going to probably look to put this particular account somewhere else, because I feel like the bank that is at, it's too like old school, outdated. Like I can't Zelle to it. I can't do ATM deposits. I can't, like, girl, it's worse than an online account. So I didn't even put this in the budget area, so I'm going to add it over here to my actual. So that's going to be $300. So before oh, and then I did go and look in at my debt. So the Capital One card, instead of putting $50, let me not do that. Let me figure this out first. Okay, so we have, let's see how much the total actually is, because we did have it was $1749.42, but we made some changes, and then I added this Elastic. So 700 plus 146.67, 240.52, 75, 54, 64.40, 65.50, 63.13, and 300. So that's actually 1709.22. All right, so that's how much the total bills are, but I am going to be paying them, like I pay certain things out of each one. So the first thing I'm going to do is my paycheck amount. So the mortgage, let's see, so as I do that, I always like to start with what I'm working with and then kind of subtract as I go. So we starting out with $18.50. So I always do the mortgage out of my paycheck amount. So that's minus 700. And then Ron Elastic is 146.67. So minus 146.67. So okay, so that one is going to come out of paycheck amount as well. Infinity minus 240.52. All right. So we have 762.81. All right, Ron's Amazon minus $75. So that one is going to come out of that. Firestone minus 54. And then minus 64.40. And gonna do this one out of my extra income, and then Vivint, which is minus 63.13. So that should leave me with 506.28. I always do my debt out of extra income. And since I did my paycheck is pretty much taken up, taking all of this in, I'm gonna have, so here's what I'm gonna do. So I always put my totals. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. So let's see how much this is. So 700 plus 146.67, 240.52, 75, 54, 64.40, and 63.13. So that's 1343.72. So 1343.72 is coming out of this 1850. So that's gonna leave me with 506.28. So I'm gonna pause right there. And then out of the extra income, I am going to do LCP, and I'm going to do my line of credit. Y'all know I go crazy with the highlighter. All right, so LCP is 65.50. And elastic is 300, so that's 365.50. All right, and then so let's see, so 1060 minus 365.50, and that is going to leave me with 694.50. All right. So my debt always comes out of my extra income. So before I even look at this, I'm going to go from here to here. All right. And so now I'm going to pause the paycheck amount because I know I want my groceries to come out of that. So let's just work with the extra income because I usually do my debt out of the extra income. So I looked at my Capital One card, and this particular card, I had just actually used it. So I'm going to, instead of $50, I'm doing $117. And then Care Credit is actually $32 that's due, but I'm going to do $40. American Express is like one something, but I'm gonna do 200, so I'm gonna keep that the same. This is my highest balance card, American Express, girl. And my Amazon. So on my Amazon, I don't remember what is due, but I know it's not $100. So, but I'm gonna keep it there because I always like to pay more. So let's see, 140, that's 200 and 300, and I'm left with 694. Let me see, because I might be getting ahead of myself. 117 plus 40 plus 200 plus 100. So that's $457. All right, so minus the 694.50. So that's still gonna leave me with 237.50. All right, so all of this is coming out of extra income. And then I'm gonna be left with $237.50. Okay. Okay. So let's see. All right, so then groceries. So that's looking promising. Gas, household. These are the norms. Miscellaneous and beauty. I ended up taking, I ended up taking beauty out of my cash wallet and I put it in my backup because I really don't, girl, I don't know. I might even get rid of that envelope. But this is usually this is the categories that are in my wallet: groceries, gas, household, miscellaneous, and beauty. So groceries, I want to do $300, and that is going to come out of that $506.28 that I had left over from my paycheck amount. And then, so let me focus real quick on, let me finish focusing on the extra income. So I'm left with $237.50. So gas, I'm gonna do, I have gas, but I'm gonna do 50, so that way that'll last me till next week, probably longer, but so 50. And then I have some things I need to get for household. So let's see, 237 plus 50, so that's 187. So I'm gonna do, I don't need at first I was thinking I was gonna do $100, but I'm gonna do 70. 70 should be good for household. Miscellaneous, I'm gonna do $20 because I'm gonna only put maybe 10 in my wallet and then the 10 back up. And then beauty, I'll do pretty much the norm, $25. All right. Oh, wrong one. So I said gas, which was 50, so they're left with $187.50. And then miscellaneous, let me see, household is 70. From that 5, I'm gonna do groceries, so that's gonna be 206 left over. So that's 70. I'm gonna take that from my paycheck amount. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So $187.50 minus the 20, which is miscellaneous, and then 25. So that's how I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna do groceries and household out of my paycheck. Oops. All right, so 506 is what we left with. 506.28 out of my paycheck amount minus 300. So that's gonna leave 206.78. 28 minus 70. 130. So I'm gonna still be okay. All right, so groceries 370. So $370. 506, what I said it was, 506.28 minus 370 equals remainder 136.28. All right, and then out of the extra income, so we went from here to here and from here to here. So from here to here, from here to here. So 237, how much is this? So this is 50, 20, and 25. So that's $95 minus the $237.50 left over. So that's $142.50. Cool. So let's see, sinking funds. We do need to put something. GOR Georgia. I'm gonna do $50. Let's see, we're left with $142.50. All right, so $92.50. I'm gonna do pills and potion. And that's going to get $5. And then King, his envelope, he definitely needs some love. So I'm gonna give him $5. And I'm gonna do health and beauty because that's a new one. So health and beauty, and I'm gonna do $10. All right, so this is coming out of the $142.50. Because after the $50, I'm left with $92.50. So that's good, because then I'll have some left over for savings challenges. So that's what, 50, 55, 60, and 70. So that's $70. All right, so $142.50 minus 70, that's gonna leave me with $72.50. All right, and then, okay, so we left with $72.50. So we wanna do our December challenge, and we're gonna allocate, we're gonna do $25. And then, so I want to go ahead and start my little booklet, savings challenge booklet that I got from my girl Bunny. And that is going toward, that booklet I said I'm using that for debt. So we're gonna do, we'll call it my debt challenge. All right, and so we're going to do, can't remember, I think the first one is like, what was the first challenge in there? Let's just allocate like $15. I can't remember what it was. But majority of those are like small amounts, so that add up. So we're gonna do December challenge and then a debt challenge. And I think that's it. That's all we're gonna do, because we left with 72. So that's 25, and 15 is 40. So minus, so the $72.50 that we had left over after sinking funds, minus the $40, that's gonna leave me with $32.50. So that $32.50 plus this remaining $136.28, that is going to pretty much give me a buffer altogether if I combine the two. 168.78. Okay, KK. So that's how we're gonna do that. So that's how I kind of make it a little bit easy. Whenever I know that I have two incomes, what I do is I kind of go in. My budget is pretty much me writing down what I know is going to need some tender loving care this, that particular week, or what is due. And then I'll kind of get as close to what I feel like, or what I know of it, how much is due. But then as I go in and do the budget, I just start from what I got and then I just kind of subtract as I go. That way I'm not over budgeting myself. So out of the paycheck amount, which was $18.50, I am going to pay everything that is in the gold color or the yellow, which bills and expenses total to $1343.72. So from that $18.50 is going to leave me with $506.28. And then out of the extra income, so extra income, I budgeted for $10.60, but it actually came in, I was only able to take $10.53.47, but I did have a buffer in that account, so I was still able to go ahead and just keep the budget at $10.60. That was a blessing. So altogether, we working with $29.10. Now, out of the extra income, everything that's in like this pink or purple, whatever color this is, it look pink. I mean, this is pink, but when on the paper, it look purple, girl. So I ain't colorblind. Y'all see that? So this color right here, everything that's coming out of the extra income is in that color. So LCP for $65.50, and then this elastic, which is my line of credit, $300. So $365.50 is the total that's coming out of that $10.60, and that leaves me with $694.50. And then I went from here to here. So I also went on ahead and took care of my debt payments out of my extra income, is which I pretty much always do unless I really can't, unless I don't have a second income that week or it's just really not mathing. But mostly that's what that's what the extra income come in for. And so with Capital One, I put 117, Care Credit 40, American Express 200, and my Amazon card 100. So that totaled to 457. So 457 from that 694.50 left over leaves me with 237.50. And then I went down to our cash envelopes, and so 50, the gas, miscellaneous, and beauty envelope totals $95. That came out of the $237.50, which left me with $142.50. And then the grocery and household, which totals to $370, came out of the remaining $506.28. That left me with $136.28. All right, and then from here, I went to my sinking fund. So we are contributing to Georgia, Pills and Potion. If you are new to my channel, Pills and Potion is the sinking fund envelope that I use for over-the-counter medication, prescriptions, and sometimes copay. So we're putting $5 in that one. King is getting $5. That's my Siberian Husky. And then Health and Beauty would be anything pretty much like hair products, makeup, whatever. So $10. That is a total of $70 that I am pulling from the remaining of $142.50. And so that's going to leave me with $72.50. And then from here, I jump over that and get to my savings. And then, so the December challenge, we are doing $25. And then our debt challenge, we're doing $15. So that is a total of $40, and 40 from the $72.50 leaves me with $32.50. And if I add my remaining $32.50 from the remaining $136.28, that's how I got the $168.78. Now, as far as what I am, like what is going toward the bill account, So I'm pulling from one account, I'm pulling 700, 146.67, 240.52, 75, 54, 64.40. And 63.13. So that would be $1343.72. That's not right. What I'm doing wrong? Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, so this one, the 146.67, it actually doesn't come out the bill account because that wasn't, so 700 plus, I have to skip over this one. That's being paid out of a different account. So 700 and then 240.52. I'm like, why did number look so high? 75.54 and then 64.40 and then 63.13. So 1197.05 is what I am. Give myself a note. 1197.05 is going to the bill account. And it's from Bank of America. And then out of my Capital One accounts is $65.50 plus this is being pulled out, so that's not going. $457. So $522.50. From my cap account. Okay, so this is telling me what I need to pull from this account. So I need to pull 1197.05 from that, from my paycheck account, and then I need to pull 522.50. All right, that's a little note for myself. All right, now as far as cash to withdraw, so we are usually, all of this is being paid online, except for this. I have to pull this out. So 300 plus, so 370 plus the 95 plus 70 plus 40. So $875 is what needs to be pulled out in cash so we could cash stuff. So out of that 875, so 875 minus 370. So 505 from Capital One, and then Bank of America is going to be 370. So 370 is coming out of that account that the paycheck go in, and then the rest of this, the sinking fund and savings challenge, is coming out of a different account. So 505 and 370 is total 875. Okay, so it looks like the budget is budgeting this week. As far as cash stuffing goes, so this is month of December, and we are going to be doing this on 12/26/24. All right, so we are pulling out, so we're pulling out elastic, and that is 300, and we're going to do 300s, and then we're going to do So I'm gonna keep all of what's coming out of this account together. So it should total $875. So 300, 50, 20, 25, 55. Y'all know I got this W. And then our dip, we can do 875. We can do 875. And then 300s. Now these are like, this is coming from Bank of America. We don't have one. You also check out these. So also 70 something, 50, 45, and 10. Like $1,500. So that's what I'm cash stuffing this week. All right, y'all. So that's how my budget is going to go this week. All right, y'all, that's it for this video. If you like this video, if you like my channel, please give me a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you could be notified each and every time I upload. And I will see you beauties in the next video. Okay, my girls, bye.